What's up, YouTube? Mr. Ferguson back once again here in Central North Carolina. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Thank you so much for tuning in for this brief, still in the cold winter video here out in my lawn. Today, guys, I just figured we would do a lawn walkthrough, kind of show you what my lawn's looking like here in North Carolina. We are still in the bitter cold. I've been paying attention to a amateur weatherman on Twitter that I like to follow for hurricane information. He's looking at the models, the GFS and the Euro, claiming next week we may look at wintry mix again here in North Carolina. That would be crazy. I know we got a lot of cold air coming in regardless whether we get the precipitation or not. It's still super cold out here. Last year, I really don't remember it getting down this cold for a long period of time. We've had these warmer winters, if you will, but there's something, I want to walk the lawn with you and do this with you and show you what I see behind me. You're seeing a little bit of it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We're going to come back to life here in the coming weeks, probably more towards March. When we finally start warming up, soil temperatures warm up, we'll start going over some more lawn care tips. I will eventually get you guys an update on the project lawn. Every evening, it gets dark so quick. By the time I can get over there after work, it's already getting dark, so it's a challenge. So bear with me on that. We've got basketball coming up starting this weekend, so I will try to bring the GoPro out there and give you guys an update. Not much to talk about, similar in my lawn, but it's lawn care in the winter, so we kind of take what we can, right? So let's turn the camera around, and I just want to show you one thing that I want to look for while I walk the lawn with you, show you my lawn, what it's looking like, and one of the things that I can compare it to from last year. So again, thanks so much for checking out the video today. More of the same, not a whole lot going on. Branches down from, look, we even still got some snow because it's not really warmed up that much. And I haven't even walked out here in the lawn in several days. You can still see where we really put down that fert, and that strip really hurt this section of grass with that nozzle. That was a stronger mix than I knew or thought it was, and it really damaged some of my fescue, but we'll see what that looks like in spring. We may need to do some spring overseeding, but it's not a fertilizer green color. The tips of our grass with this real cold weather, man, it's just, you got those brown tips on it, and it just looks like a dormant fescue lawn. Now we know it's still growing a little bit underneath this, the surface. It's still growing a little, but it's just not, North Carolina type fescue. It's cold. The golf season's over. I'm looking forward to golf season this year. I'm looking forward to the grass coming back and getting it looking right. But this is the section, if you guys remember several videos back, when we actually did some work, I brought out some topsoil. We laid all the topsoil out right here in late fall. And this section is really nice and thick looking. If you can see some of that, we got some gumballs coming down as well, but it's really thickened up over the past many weeks. Even right here, I think this is probably, look at all that thick grass. We may have put too much grass seed down, but man, it is super thick over here by the playset. But adding that topsoil really made a huge difference, giving it some fresh nutrients, I think, and things of that nature. And you can see the branches scattered everywhere where we've had high winds, and the winds will die down and all that good stuff. But man, look at the thickness of the grass here. It really looks good. So just walking up, this is the main portion. We're looking pretty good over in this section. Everything looks pretty good as far as what we did in the fall. When we planted our seed, we overseeded. Of course, we did it a little early. Then we came back. We had to overseed a little bit more in spots and repair seed. Oh, that wind is brutal. I cannot wait for 80 degrees. Please, Lord, bring it my way. I don't even know what this is. It looks like we've had a deer come away over here. Wow. That looks exactly like that's what's happened. I'm not a poop expert, but is that not deer poop? I don't know. It looks like it's all over here. So apparently a deer has come and hid from the wind, and looks like they've just laid in my lawn. If that's the case, that's pretty wild. Never seen that before living out here. Let's see if the wind's gonna blow me. Oh yeah, it is. So front yard, guys, looking really good. It still just has that green with also a tint of yellow, just from the cold, the dormancy of the season that we're in. But one thing I'm not seeing, and that's what this point of this video is you guys remember last year when we were right here in this section, we had a whole lot of Poa Triv going on right here. I'm not seeing Poa Triv jumping out and jumping up like I did last year. Now, what is the main reason why that could be? Well, it could be a seasonal thing where last year it just decided to sprout up and jump around, and it was all over the section that I'm showing you behind me. But what we did do is we didn't do a whole lot of fertilizing. We did a big app right before this cold snap really kicked in, but we didn't do a lot of spoon feeding. I think last year I did a lot of spoon feeding of the fertilizer, the urea, and the grass was super dark and it looked awesome. But was that a factor that brought out a lot of the Poa Triv here in the lawn? I don't know, but this year we've just got straight up fescue that's really in kind of a dormant state right now. We'll see how this develops as spring comes back, as temperatures warm up, but for the time being, it just looks like nice thick GCI grass with no Poa Triv inside. I don't have those clusters. Remember, I was cutting them out, cutting out sections of the grass and transplanting grass. I was out here working like a crazy man in the winter, and I really don't see that this year. Let me know what you're seeing in your lawn and your fescue. Are you guys seeing a reduced amount of Poa Triv? Is that just me? I'm just curious, so let me know your thoughts on that. The bank is looking much better than it was when we first started our overseeding. As you guys can see, it's slowly thickened up. We do have some onions that we could take out with some 2,4-D right there, but not too concerned about that at all. We haven't had a lot of snow on the road. We haven't iced the road or anything, but this section, you guys remember, I was out here hand watering in fall all the time. It looks like it has taken some of that seed, thickened up a little bit. I think in spring we're going to be looking good in this section. Still a little more thin over here, a little lighter brown over here. It's just not a, you know, it's just a hanging on dormant. You know, I'm not putting down anything on it, not doing any biostimulants. I'm just letting it sleep, letting it rest, and hopefully you can see where all the water from when we have had some rain and things of that nature. The grass that I did throw down in there with some ice, I don't know if you can see that, but man, it has come up. It looks like it's about 5 inches tall down there, so it's looking pretty good. Need to clean up some branches. Excuse me, but ultimately the front yard looks really good and there's absolutely no growth in it, which is great. Guess what? I don't have to come out here and freeze my butt off and mow it. Same story over here at the mailbox. All the repair seeding we've done, it's just thickened up. It looks good. It's just dormant. It's cold. That's what it's going to look like, so that's fine. Now, I did use that same tip to fertilize this section, so I hope I haven't done any harm. We'll find out when temps warm up again. There is more brown over here than the front yard, as I did the bulk sprayer with the other sections, but it doesn't look like I went too heavy in any particular area. We got new growth down here. So it's looking pretty good. There is some brown here. I don't think that's a big deal. I don't think it's warm season grass either. I think that is just a little extra fertilizer that we got close to torching it a little bit, and you know, another mistake that I apparently have made. And you can see that in this view right here. You see the brown and right here a little bit, and you can see it along the hose over here where it was just a little hot of a mix, and all it was urea, and I believe maybe some of the natural adjuvant. So that's about it, guys. That's the lawn. I'm happy to say I'm not seeing any Poa Triv. I'm not seeing any Poa annua, and we didn't do any pre-emergent in the fall time, so that's good. And obviously with it being this cold, and we're talking about like upper 20s into the 30s, we're not going to have a lot of Poa annua growing at this time. It likes it a little bit warmer than that, but so far I've not seen any seed heads come up. It's just dormant grass here, and the only harm I see in my grass is what I've caused with putting down fertilizer a little hot with a different tip. So anyways, that's about it. That's kind of what's going on. I don't know what videos to do this time of year. I've always come up with something, but I've kind of been taking it easy, hanging out with my brother online, playing some games with him, paying attention a little bit to the wildfires out west, just praying. There's a lot of needs in our church, in our area. I have come off the fast, by the way, for our church. I'm doing it different this year. I'm kicking the monster habit for the whole year. I'm saying that on tape here. I'm saying that on camera. I'm going to be doing a fast each month for the top of every month, me and my family. So we're kind of mixing up what we typically do. But yeah, things have been great. Christmas was great. We had a great New Year. And so just continuing to study God's Word, continuing to seek His face, and enjoy the privilege of having this nice warm house when it's freezing cold out here. So hope you guys are doing well. Just wanted to send something out to you. God bless you. Hopefully we'll get some spring coming sooner than later. God bless.